Okay, so branding. So this is really important, and especially as art therapists, we want to feel aligned with the image. We want our clients to feel like, yes, I align with these values. I choose this therapist. I feel safe. I feel held. And so I wanted to cover that to start with, which is branding, creating an aligned identity. So most people start with an ideal customer avatar, where you think about a very detailed description of the person you want to serve in your business. And the problem that I have with this is that it wasn't actually allowing me to be authentic to myself. I was coming up with all kinds of ideas about who my client might be, what it might look like, but not having anything based in reality. And I was trying to change myself and mold it and mold my website based on who I thought I should be working with rather than who I'm naturally aligned with. So I did a few courses from a business coach called Keras Mooney, and she encourages people to come from the starting point of focusing on who they are in their business and work out the type of personal client that may naturally be attracted to them, or in our case, aligned to our way of working. So that was a really significant shift for me, and I'm going to give you a few exercises now that are going to support you in how to do this. So what I would like you to do, I'm just going to move myself over here. So I'd like you now to take your journal and start to think about what your strengths are as a person and as a therapist. I want you to make a list of qualities and allow yourself to free write for 10 to 15 minutes. How have you been told that you shine? Recently, in childhood, in your work? What is it that you want to share with the world? Then I want you to underline keywords that come up. So take enough time for writing, write a page, write 2 pages, whatever's alive for you, and just allow yourself to really feel into that. What makes you feel alive? So please do that. Pause this and go and do it. And when you come back, I'll explain the next step. So visualizing your brand. So I want you to use those 5 words to search on Pinterest. And I want you to pin each image you find that speaks to you without judgment. Your board will be completely unique to you. And this is just a snapshot of one of my boards, like the things that I was thinking about, the moon, women, which is for one of my groups that I actually run. And so really allowing yourself to really visualize what is alive for you. What are these words? What do they represent? And if you're not getting the answers you want, please go back to some other words, include more, think around there. Sometimes Pinterest gives us things that we're not really imagining. So try to think around and brainstorm visually. So please take time to do that. And it might be an ongoing process. I know that I have got maybe 100 images now that I love to use as inspiration. So please take as long as you like at this time, or you can keep going and just do this later. But this is definitely steps that you'll want to come back to. So then you want to bring it together. So go to Unsplash or Pixabay or any royalty-free image site. Those are both free and you can use any images you want, and find images that resonate with the energy of your board. And I want you to save 10 to 15 of those on your computer. And the reason we don't use Pinterest directly is because a lot of the images are copyrighted. And so Unsplash and Pixabay have restricted images that you can just use, and then actually you can use on your website if that's what's resonating for you. So then I want you to use a collage editor of your choice. I recommend canva.com because it's super amazing, and that's how I made this image. And it's also free, and it's really easy to collage on there, but you might have a different way of doing it. You might want to print them out, work with them in that way, whatever you decide is completely right for you. And then I would like for you to play around. I want you to assemble the images into a collage, play around with different ones. You can have more than one board. So wanted to come on and share something that wasn't even available the last time I taught this course, and just shows how fast technology is moving. And it's one of the things I'm actually using quite a lot in my own
branding, to create really beautiful images. And you've heard me talk about Canva before, and this is actually one of the AI tools from Canva. And so what I have done is just basically say, I want a new page, whatever size I want. I put an Instagram page, and we want to go down to where it says Magic Media. And so you have your words. You've already been thinking about this. And so what I want to do and invite you is this, in the same way that you were going through Pinterest and actually using your words and finding images, I want you to bring those into here now. So let's say I was going to do this. I want to do women, moon, authentic, cream, soft pastels. Let's say like those were the words that I've chosen. And I can also make videos as well, but that's a whole different thing that I'll talk about later. And so I might choose a style in particular. So there's photography, there's digital. I like to use a lot of watercolor because I feel that that's very aligned to my brand. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to ask it to generate some images for me. And so we just need to wait a few moments while the AI takes those words and actually creates something. And I've done a lot of this for my courses and really just like, yeah, wanting to tune into that. So you can see we get 4 images. We're like, do any of these actually work for me? And so I actually really like this one. So firstly, what I'm going to do is drag and drop it over here because I want to be able to maybe use it. So I just might change the size of it. I'm really feeling that's kind of in resonance. But maybe I'm also like, ooh, I think that dress is a bit not really what I'm thinking. So I might just say, maybe I want to make it more sensual. So I'm going to put that in. Sometimes it doesn't like it when you say words like that, but I'm going to try and generate it again and see what wants to happen. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time. Yeah, so we get a bit more, and I actually really like this one. So I'm just going to create a new page below. I'm sure that just duplicated the page, but you can create a new one. Really, really loving this one. So like that could be such a beautiful image for my dream group. And so I might leave it like this. Another thing you can do is if you love the image, you can actually come over here and ask it to generate more like this. So it can be a really potent, beautiful way of enhancing what's already there. And I've also started to use this in my one-to-one sessions as well, especially for clients that feel that they don't necessarily have the artistic skill that they're really longing for at times, especially when it's an image that's come to them in dreams, or it's something that's kind of a guiding force and they haven't found a way to create it. So I've also started to use this here. And I'm just going to also show you one more thing, which is, let's say, for example, that's your image you've chosen and you might want to upload it into the Facebook group. You might, I might use this one actually, and just drag and drop. So I've got this really beautiful colors. I might have it here. I might make it a little bit more transparent so you can still see what's behind. And then I might actually write my words in. So just so that we know in the group what they were. So I might need to come back to Magic and go back to my description, highlight it, and then I might just copy and paste it in here. So we can get a sense of that. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Oops, maybe not that big. Here we go. And then I might want to kind of put it more kind of in alignment. So I might just move it until you get the guidelines up. And then I might also just highlight it and come to here. One of the things I love it is it also gives you the photo colors, so you can work with those too. In a minute, I'm going to talk about color palettes as well and how we can use our images as a source of that. But let's say I want to use this one, and then we can see that's my finished image. And so you can just see how easy it is to play and explore. When I'm looking at this now, I'm seeing tarot cards and all kinds of things. And so I hope that gives you another layer of this potential working with these images and starting to use this for your website. And again, it really can be in any form. You can do it more, kind of as more graphic style. You can also have it as videos. It says this is an experimental technology, but really, really powerful, especially for us as art therapists, to be able to create images that really allude to what we're speaking to and really help us align to our authentic brand.
And then I'd like you to upload it into the Facebook group so that we can see where people are working on and give feedback if that feels right for you.